wonderful to see you.
Thank you. Same here. Thank you so much for your generosity and this space to connect with so many people over the world. And my question is that from Niracara, from the organization where I work, we would like to offer the healthcare professionals who are right now at-risk population, and we consider they need care to make their work more sustainable. So our intention is to offer a structured space online and free, and we want just an hour per week because they don't have more time. We will record that.
Of course.
So do you have, so the idea is to practice and offer a space to connect emotionally and psychologically in these times of crisis. And if you have any message, idea on how to better help this collective, this.
Well, I think the gesture itself is really beautiful. And I hope many, many people do that in many, many different countries, because, you know, in a pandemic of this kind, you really putting your life on the line when you go to work every day. And whether you're a nurse or whether you're a doctor or whether you're a specialist or whether you're a generalist, everybody in healthcare is now being called to be on the front lines of this illness. And I don't know how it is in Spain, but in the US, at least in the past number of weeks, the people on the front lines have not had the personal protective equipment that they need to actually do their jobs and not bring the virus home with them to their own family members and children. And so there's a high degree of frustration, of anger, and of overriding fear that that actually trying to save people's lives is actually putting your own family's life at risk. That is not something that you can easily sort of make light of or pretend you have some kind of quick psychological fix for. But I think the more that those folks can be supported, both materially in terms of equipment and then emotionally in terms of knowing there are people that are here that want to back you up, that want to care, that want to, in some sense, contribute to your ability to sustain the pace of working at the front lines of saving people's lives in this way. It's a major undertaking, and I really bow to you and to anybody else out there in the world who is inspired to find new ways to make the meditation practice accessible to people, so that even while you're saving people's lives, you are in some sense in awareness, embodied presence, so that you are one, really conscious of what it takes to protect yourself and your family, and two, aware of exhaustion, depletion, all of the kinds of things that can actually undermine our capacity to function effectively over days and weeks and months that this pandemic is actually calling out from us. So thank you for that, and let us know how it's going. Find a way to put that out on the web, because I'm sure that there are many other people that would want to pursue something like that in their own countries. And to do it in a way that also doesn't make mindfulness into some kind of concept or gimmick or quick fix. So, you know, we can't train them in mindfulness, you know, in a week, in the way that if you've been practicing it for 20 years, you have some kind of potentially profounder sense of it. But that's one of the aspects of this moment, is that we don't have the time to just go off on retreat for a month or 3 months or anything. Right. And many people don't ever have that kind of opportunity. So this really calls for the non-dual elements of mindfulness to be completely articulated and appreciated and embodied right here in the present moment, beyond time and space. And so to cut to the chase in terms of the power of awareness to transform even the most challenging experiences in no time. And that becomes a practice in its own right. And just to say, last thing, medicine, meditation in all European languages and in English, those words sound a lot alike because they have the same deep Indo-European root. And so meditation and medicine are linked at the hip. And a lot of people who are in medicine don't actually know that. And I think they may find it very comforting and also uplifting at this particular moment to make that more explicit.
Yeah.
Thanks, Anna.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to see you.